When I reflect back on some of the challenges that I've had to deal with, Swansea for Talbot were experiencing high mortality rates associated with drug use. We looked at new structures and we looked at new innovations, and importantly, we reached into Scotland. Scotland historically has experienced high mortality rates associated with drugs. We also set up an independent commission that was chaired by partners. They worked with people with lived experiences to ensure that our structures were both effective but also responsive to the service user. We really adopted a whole systems approach to tackle the issue. So for me, it was spending time with partners, ensuring that we demonstrated a commitment to achieving the shared objectives, that we communicated, but also held each other to account and dealt with each other professionally. And that really stood us in good stead, particularly when we had the early releases from prison. We had to plan strategically from operationally, locally, right up to nationally. And we were able to put those structures in place. So we had confidence in each other's ability because we knew how each other operated, which increased public trust and confidence as we were able to transition through that tricky phase. I'm a leader that puts compassion at the heart of how I lead. And an example of this was the work that we've been doing in custody. So dealing with compassion and kindness, particularly for children and young people, directing them away from crime and antisocial behaviour. If you have a young person or a juvenile coming into custody, we know that can have devastating consequences on them and affect them moving forward. So we set up key structures and processes with partnership agency, mental health services, youth justice to ensure that they are supported in that environment. We really focused on that child-centred approach, so putting the child first, dealing with them with compassion and working collaboratively across all partners to ensure that we've got robust diversion activities in place that we can signpost them into.